So what's up? It's me, Riley. I'm gonna show you how to make index card glider. It's gonna use one index card, 1 to 2 paper clips, some tape, and scissors. So first of all, you have all these lines, right? And that's pretty good reference. So what you want to do is you want to count two lines out. So you have the red line. You want to make sure it's on the red line side. So you got red line, then 2 blue lines that you want to cut on the second blue line. Now you can just cut all the way across. And there, you have, well, part of our wing. Alright, next thing you want to do, you want to have 1, 2, 3 on the 4th line you want to cut. So you go like this. Okay, so we have this part, and set it off to the side. Now, what we want is we want 3 lines in. Alright, so we got our parts. We have the red line, we have the 4 line, and we have the 3 line. So, first of all, what we want to do is we want to take the 4 line one, we want to fold it in half, right on that blue line, in the middle. Okay? And then what we want to do is we want to fold outwards, like that. And then we want to do that to the other side. I'm not a master paper folder. Not the best, but I manage. Alright, so now we have this. What we want to do is we're going to take a piece of tape about that long. We're going to have it there. And then we're going to do it all along. And we're going to wrap it all the way around. Okay? Now we have it there. We're going to fold it over. And we're going to fold it over again. There you go. Now, we can just cut off the excess stuff. And you want to get a little bit of index card too. You'll notice it's not exactly the straightest, so you'll want to bend it a bit to the best of your ability. You want it as straight as possible. It's okay if it's not perfect, but the straighter it is, the better. Now what you'll want to do is, I don't have exact measurements, but you kind of just gotta eyeball it. And just cut off about that much here, right? Now, what you want to do, so if you can see here at the edge of the table, we can have the red part, and it's going to go this way, right? I'm going to flip it over. And then what you can do is you can put your fingers over it, and you can bend it and slide it across the table. That makes kind of an airfoil shape. I learned this from a cool YouTuber. He's only got 800 subscribers, so you should go subscribe to him. Help him get to 1,000. He demonstrated in one of his videos with foam board. You can take the paper off on one side and you can fold it over like that. Anyway, so when you get your airfoil, you want to bend it. You want to do it up in half like that, and then you want to slide this in there, and then try and do it as evenly as possible on your fuselage. Right? So when you get that done, you want to take the 3-piecer and you want to cut it about this length. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Alright, so what you want to do is this one, the shorter one, you want to take this, and what you want to do is you want to kind of, it doesn't really matter, you can just cut like something like that. Right? What you want to do is you want to look at this, and the worst part about it, so like we can cut that much off. Doesn't really matter. You don't want to cut too much off though. Now what you want to do is you want to find your back, well, whatever you want the back to be. You want to cut the tape right between the 2 slots. So we have here, we have, if you can bend it like that, there should be 2 spots two parts, and then what you want to do is you want to do something like this. You want to cut it right there. The tape should cut out easy. And then you have a little slit in there between the two parts. See, you have a little slit between the two parts. Now what you want to do is you want to slide in your vertical stabilizer. That seems a little too big. You could probably do this stabilizer about 2 lines. Maybe about that. Just eyeball it. It doesn't really matter too much. You can always adjust it later. And then you slide it in there. Now that looks pretty good to me. Maybe, yeah. Now you want to take this and you want to fold it in half, like so, right? And then what you want to do is you want to cut a little slit in here about 2 wide, because you have the two lines here. So what you want to do is you want to take the 3 lines here, and you want to do it. So you want to kind of mark out the 2 lines so we can fold it this way. So out of this, you might want to go here, take a small slit there, and a small slit there. Then you want to fold it inwards, and then you just want to cut the tip right there, like that. Now you have a little hole. That's a very big hole, but whatever. Try to make it smaller than that. That would be better. And then you can just slide it on top. It should be able to slide right in. If it doesn't, you can always cut a little more, like so. And it doesn't matter too much. It doesn't have to be a perfect cut, perfect fit, but you want to make it as tight as possible. And you also don't want this to be such a wide gap. I messed up quite a bit. Anyway, you want to slide that in there. You slide this on top. And then you want to fold this like so. Make sure it goes straight up as possible. So you want to have that over it. So you want to do something like this, if possible. And then you can slide this over top. And then you can slide this in here. And boom. You have your tail. You just take your tape. And you want to, maybe not that much. Then you want to take that and try and do it something like this, just so it doesn't like get away from you. So you can do it around. And at the bottom you might want to have some tape at the bottom, like so. Boom. Now you want to try and make this, paper is easily bendable, so luckily it's easy to fix. So if it's not flat, you can just try and make it flat. You can bend it. Basically, you should have your tail section like that. Now, we can take our wings and remember which way. So the airfoil is going this way. So we can pop it on there like that. That looks about right. You can just eyeball it. We can always adjust with the paper clips and stuff. And then we wanna, okay, so I don't know how much, my camera just stopped recording. I don't know how much passed, but anyway, if you wanna look here, we have that on the wing, and then we have the tape here to stop it from moving around. And then, so I got to the part, so here we have our vertical stabilizer, right? And it might be jiggly. You know, make sure it's in between both things. So what you can always do is have a little bit of tape. You can put it on the tail, and then you can also get it down onto the thing there. And then we can also do it here on this side, and boom, we have it. There we have it. So we have our plane almost fully made, and if you throw it, it won't fly very well because it's tail heavy. Oh, this might need to be tightened. I want this to be a bit tighter. Yeah, like that. You can bend it down. Alright, so now what we need is paper clips. So these are pretty cheap. This box of 100 was like 80 cents. So that's pretty nice. Most of the stuff in this are cheap. And then you just slide it in because you have the 2 slots, remember, at the beginning, because we folded on the outside. So there should be 2 slots, and then the inside of the paper clip, this part right here, should just slide right on in perfectly. It just slides through, and then we just have that part on the outside. That's really nice. That was perfect. And then we can adjust as needed to make it as flat as possible. Then you can adjust it, and then we can try and fly it. Alright, so we got our plane, and I'm gonna see how well it flies. It seems to be turning a little bit. Yeah, it's turning quite a bit. Yeah, this right wing was up way too much, so we can try it again. Okay, should fly a lot farther. I'm just kind of limited by space. But there's 2 sections, so you can always add 2 paper clips or 1 paper clip. Anyway, you can always change it from 1 to 2 paper clips. It doesn't really matter, because there's another slot. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. This thing flies pretty well. I just threw it and it went beautifully. It was pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all later.